Hey guys, it's Ron Bass. Yeah, that's me. With another edition of, guess what?
Oh.
The Ron Bass Show. It's your source for inspiration, encouragement, motivation, dry humor.
Sometimes we
Mr.
bring
Brent
that
Atterbury.
out. Sometimes we don't let him out of the cage, but we do sometimes.
It's dangerous.
It is.
Well, what say you, sir? What's happening in your world?
Hey,
Today
is May 13th.
Okay, what does that mean?
Well, that means April showers bring May flowers.
I like that. And it has been raining a lot.
It has been.
Yeah. Well, guess what?
What?
I've been running around the countryside with some of my technicians the last couple of days.
Really?
And meeting all kinds of interesting people.
Really?
Yeah. Retired military people.
You should write a book about that.
I should write a book about it. Nobody would read it. But I say that to say this. I was telling my technician, most of our customers, it seems like, that have money, that are able to call us and use our home repair services, are much older, like retired. So I ran into like an 87-year-old today, retired military, an 88-year-old today, retired military. These are like people that have been in the military for like 30, 40 years. Another retired military person, we just left their house. They're in their 70s, and his wife was retired Navy. He's retired Marine. Fascinating, all these people I'm meeting lately that are from, like the military life. But I say that to say this. You just never know who you're going to run into that's going to influence you.
That's right.
And when you're around people that are successful and motivated and ambitious, it really, 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 motivates you and keeps your head on straight. And allows you to realize just how lucky that you are, because there's just so many screwed up people in the world right now. I was talking to my kids, some of my students the other night about, they were saying, well, how come so many people come into martial arts and they quit and they don't stick around? I said, here's why. There's the top 5 reasons: mental illness, drug addiction, alcoholism, gambling, and bad relationships.
Number 6 is lazy.
Number 6 is lazy, yeah. But what causes lazy? A lot of times, if you're not around the right kind of people,
Yep.
it really can mess up your motivation. You have to find mentorship, guys. You have to be around like these retired military people that I've been hanging out with lately. They're just really good people with really good stories. And it helps you to recognize just how important it is to have a career, be dedicated to your career, stay on track. And that can apply to, if you guys are, whoever's out there that's young and you're just getting started, man, set your goals, stick to your goals, and just stay the course. And over the course of time, not to be confused with a full course meal, not to be confused with a golf course. I'm sorry, I can't help it. All week long I've been doing this play on word stuff. Speaking of that though, I've got a good friend of mine who's retired who's been doing comedy.
Oh.
Yeah, he's called The Amazing Randy. This guy was like a salesman his whole life. And all of a sudden, I see him on Facebook. He's doing comedy, like on stage.
Is he amazing?
Well, I haven't seen him live. I hope that he does a good job. But at any rate, all right. Well, just kind of a prelude there, guys. Let's talk about some things a little more serious here. Well, let's rant a little bit. So I did my taxes recently, and when I went to pay the accountant.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible.
Are you okay?
No. When I went to pay the accountant, guess what? I was short that day in my bank account, so I said, can I make a partial payment and bring you the rest Monday? Oh, no, we can't do that. You can't take a partial payment. Nope, can't do that. I'm not asking you to send my taxes in. I'm just saying, could you please take what I have in my account today, and then on Monday I'll bring you the rest of it, and then you can send my taxes off. Nope, can't do that. What in the world is going on with that?
Wow.
That makes like 0 sense to me. Just a little rant. I mean, if somebody wants to give me half down on whatever it is that I'm doing for them and the rest in a couple of days, and I haven't finished the job yet, I'm all for that. Right? What's wrong with that?
Yeah. No. Nothing.
Crazy.
People are supposed to say nothing.
That's crazy. And it's a big company, too.
Yeah.
On another kind of a rant note, I was reading about this one cholesterol, or this heart surgeon, and he was saying that all these cholesterol tests are done wrong, that they're not reading the right stuff, like the right numbers. And he says that because of that, a lot of people are going down the wrong track. They're not taking medication, He said that 80% of our cholesterol that settles in our veins are from the liver, and that it's genetic. You can't change that. So the only thing you can do he said only 20% of the cholesterol deposits are from nutrition or from eating.
Wow,
Yeah.
I did
so
not
that
know
really
that.
that really upset my apple cart. So that's why a lot of doctors are supposed to, giving you like these what they call statins that helps to reduce the cholesterol in the blood. Because what's going to happen is, as you get older, that those veins are going to close up and close up and close up and close up, and that's what's going to cause the heart attack. That's what's going to cause the death. And they say that 80% of all deaths, I think, come from that problem. That's crazy.
And it's stemming from the liver.
Yep. And it's
Wow.
genetic. It's like you can't change that.
But what you eat and drink, doesn't that some of that goes through the liver too, right?
They say only 20% of what you eat affects your cholesterol collection in the blood.
So you're saying 80% of it you can't control?
That's what this guy is saying. So he said the only thing to control it is medication. They have to get you on state, what they call I think called statins.
I was just getting ready to say I'm gonna start eating a lot of fried foods if that's the case.
At any rate, I said that to say this. It's like everybody wants to trust your doctor, which is fine, but I think you got to do a lot of research on your own as well, because maybe they're not always that correct about certain things, right? And I think about these things a lot, because everybody's got an opinion. If you follow somebody's opinion and you do something and it doesn't work out, or you regret that, it's like maybe you got to get back to center and really, really, really do a lot of your own analysis, whether it's cholesterol or whether it's surgery, whatever kind of surgery it is that you're up against. Any rate, I was reading another article, speaking of medical stuff, about sedation, dentistry. So there's this one dentist in our hometown that he puts everybody under when he works on their teeth, whatever, even if it's a teeth clean.
Oh.
He puts them out. Because if you think about it, the biggest problem with going to the dentist is what?
Fear.
Yes. If you put them out, guess what? Now you take away the only reason why they're not going to go to the dentist. I think it's brilliant that this guy's doing that. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Not as brilliant maybe as some of the things you say, but come up with. Pretty brilliant.
Wow. I think that dentist is probably very popular and very busy.
I'm sure other people are going to be like, I don't want to get put out. I don't want to go to sleep. But, we go to sleep every night in the gym in martial arts. We put each other to sleep every night. Well, not every night. But.
Wow. Okay. That's a little scary.
I was thinking about that too. Like every night we train jiu-jitsu and we're choking each other. And if you don't tap, you would die. That's crazy. But we do that every night.
So as long as you learn how to tap dance, you're good.
Wild stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm at the ATM the other day, and I've talked about this before. Try to keep some dollar bills in your pocket. And I've got some money out of the ATM. I look up, and there's this homeless guy, and I just had this really good feeling about this guy. Sometimes you just got to count on your gut feeling. I pulled a dollar out of my pocket. I rolled down the window. Well, I didn't roll it down. I hit the button.
Yeah.
The old days, you just roll down the window, right?
Yeah.
And I gave him $1, and he was so happy.
Really?
I gave him $1, yeah. So I say that to say this. Keep a couple of dollars in your pocket, guys. You don't have to give, hundreds of dollars away, but $1 here and $1 there, that might make the difference in somebody's life. And you never know who that person was that you helped that made the difference for him that particular day, or that person. It's only $1. It's not like we're going to die. So that's my opinion anyway. Keep $1 in your pocket. Keep a couple dollars in your pocket and pass it along. All right. Some more cool medical news. I think we talked about this before. They now have a surgical procedure for people that have addiction. They can go in the brain and they can do this implant. It takes all the cravings away, which unfortunately is the biggest reason why people can't quit drugs. It's the cravings. And they go back to them and go back to them and go back to them. But this eliminates all the cravings.
But isn't the addiction sometimes a physical addiction to a drug that I can't believe that's just a part of the brain where they can neutralize it.
Yes, it takes away the addiction.
Because
it takes away the cravings.
If it takes away the cravings, you still go through withdrawals if you were on a drug for a long time.
No, there's no withdrawals. It's like a miracle surgery. But I don't think it's like, everybody can do it because it's so expensive and it's new and you get the idea. But it's the beginning of something pretty remarkable, probably going down the road.
Yeah.
The more I study addiction, the more I realize that probably it's one of those things that you can't help. That if you have the right kind of brain, whatever it is, that illness or chemistry or DNA or whatever, and you take a drink or you do a certain drug, you're hooked. And it's not like you have the option anymore. Now, you could stop, but it's hell to pay. And most people just can't, they can't stomach it. So they go back to it and go back. Plus, when life goes bad and they're so stressed out, they go back to the drug.
Yeah.
This takes away all those cravings. Now,
Wow.
I'm not saying that this is maybe the best way, but it's certainly another tool in the arsenal to help people that are losing their lives over addiction, particularly alcohol and drugs. Pretty cool what they're coming up with. We talked about the blind thing recently with the implant in the brain to help blind people be able to see again. That's super cool too.
Yeah.
Speaking of medical news, here's some more medical news.
Wow. Today's medical day.
Yeah, breaking news. I'm the breaking news guy today.
All right.
Yeah. The people that lost their sense of taste during COVID. Now there's a new it's a chewing gum they've come up with that is helping to revive the part of the brain, whatever it is, that helps you to smell again.
Taste buds.
Taste and smell again.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's a chewing gum. Pretty crazy, huh?
It is.
It doesn't sound like that would work, does it?
No, but I guess when you're chewing the gum, it's right there affecting the taste buds. Maybe it's a chemical.
No, it works on the brain. It's like whatever it is, somehow affects the brain. I don't know how they've come up with it, but it's happening right now.
It has to wake up the taste buds and bring them back to life.
It's happening as we speak.
Wow.
It's happening as we taste.
As we chew.
It's happening as we chew.
Okay.
Oh my God. All right, one last thing, and we'll turn it over to you. So look, I talk about this a lot, about how there's so many distractions in life and how it gets in our way of our goals. Because really, in the end, if you're not setting goals every day, you don't really have a roadmap to life's success. You have to have some sort of direction, or you're just going to be bouncing around all the time. Like, I have a lot of ambitions and I have a lot of goals, but they're organized. It's not like I'm probably a little different in the sense that I've got so many different things I want to do, or that I do, but I'm very organized in how I move towards those goals, and I stay organized every single day. But and that's fine. But what you don't want to do is go through life and not have, a definite strategy or strategies to accomplish your goals. It's like if you're like good with your hands and you want to build like a doghouse, you've got a game plan how you're going to put the wood together and put the shingles on it and put the door, all those different things. You got to have some kind of a structure. But what's going to happen is, if you don't stay focused, you're going to get distracted and you're going to get off track. And then as soon as you get off track, it's hard to get back on track. So there's just a lot of moving parts every day to life. And I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. I'm just trying to say it in such a way that you can remind yourself when you feel discouraged to think about this. You got to get back to center. Maybe take a walk, maybe take a drive. Sometimes I do that if I get overloaded with things I have to do or thoughts, and just bring it all back to center, man. And then look at your note, make some, I like to handwrite notes. Nothing wrong with that. Or if you got a computer, put it on your computer and review your goals and review your strategies of how you're going to accomplish those goals. But every single day, man, you're going to have to probably work really, really hard to stay focused. It's just the way it is. And don't be discouraged when things don't go well, because there's going to be a lot of things not going well in your life. It's just part of it, man. Okay. What say you, sir? What's the breaking news?
Well, hey, did you know that gorillas live to be a ripe old age sometimes? Did you know that?
Like ripe as in like banana ripe?
Well, maybe. Depends on how old that banana is, but they live to be pretty old. I didn't know that.
Like how old is it? Pretty old?
Funny you should ask that. there's a gorilla in the Berlin Zoo. His name is Fatou. 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 He just turned 69 years old.
Wow.
He's the world's oldest gorilla living in captivity. He just celebrated his birthday. They brought him all kinds of fruit and goodies and yummy things to eat.
Wow.
They said that gorillas live typically 35 to 40 years in the wild, and then they live a little bit longer in captivity.
Wow.
But man, I mean, 69.
It's pretty old for an animal.
Yeah, you think he's been working out?
Those guys work out all the time, man. They're super strong for sure.
I bet he works out. And then today, I know you've been asking me, monthly when this was going to happen, but today is National Frog Jumping Day.
Oh
I know
my
you're
gosh.
really looking forward to that.
Frog Jumping Day.
I don't know why we're celebrating National Frog Jumping Day, but I'm sure if I dug into it, I could come up with other reasons why. But even more exciting,
Yes.
it's National Apple Pie Day.
Ooh, we like apple
Oh,
pie.
I love apple pie with ice cream on top. Got to warm up the apple pie, then put the ice cream on top.
Yeah, that's the best. Nobody
Apple
serves
pie
that anymore.
a la mode,
Where are you
is
going
what
to find
they call
that?
it. Oh, everywhere. I've got I got a.
Oh, that's right.
I got
Andy's
a secret.
custom. Andy's.
Well, just in November, but I've got a secret list. I may share with you.
Secret list. It's a good thing you walk every day.
It is. It's also National Receptionist Day for all the people out there that are receptionists.
Aw.
Let's give them praise and high fives for all the amazing things they do.
High fives.
Yeah. And you know what, Ron?
What?
You wear a lot of hats. You not only own the business, you also are a technician and you're the receptionist.
Ah.
So you're
a lot
all
of
of them.
hats.
Lots of hats.
I like that.
So that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yep.
Oh, man. Can't we bore people a little bit more?
It's also International Hummus Day, but I don't like hummus, so I didn't even talk about it.
Hummus. That's interesting. Yeah, I like hummus. That's pretty good.
I just hummus.
You're funny. Well, guys, look. Just remember. If you can remember, when you get old, it's hard to remember anything. If you don't give up, and you better not give up, eventually, sooner or later, those stars, they're going to start lining up. And when that happens, you're going to be a whole lot better off for it. But until that time comes, and even after that time comes, just remember the most important thing all day long, regardless of what's going on in your life, is to stay and to be and to remain positive.